David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Hurricanes will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Coming after it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blindside. Watch out. But that great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane.
This offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now.
It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll go with a direct snap. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field. It's Uiagalelei. Throws to the back. Complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. This series is littered with Florida State heartbreaks in close games, but the last time they met, it was the Noles pulling out a close one.
Florida State found a way to get it done. If you could not involve the kicker a lot of times in this series, things will go well. But they executed. They made the plays they needed to. They got one in a row, Paul. When they get to it.
And, David, at the end of the day, it was just Florida State that executed better. They made a few more plays, a few more explosive plays, didn't make the same mental errors, and that's why they won that game close.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Running behind that left side. Nice move to keep running. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and goal. Defense in press coverage. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, no! On to attempt the try. Smashes it through for the PAT. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's now a final in one of the more intriguing games of the season, this huge top-5 clash. Oklahoma was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Sooners performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. A top-5 clash and a thoroughly impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these.
And that pass intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida State. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense getting set for first down. Leaves it with the running back. Running with power. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
And the ball is picked off. Puts him in the spinner and moves on. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Seminoles.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And now this offense will take the field again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. The give to the single back. Takes one-man miss. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking for a man. It's Ward. Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. When you think of the significance of these two programs in the history of college football, remarkable that they've only been playing since 1951.
It's crazy because there's so many games you can pull out of your brain, Reese, and I'm sure
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Unloads to the wideout. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. Snap it to the back. Keeps the legs moving. They get him after he picked up 5 and got him inside the red zone down to the 16.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Got it in the middle, it's home. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, no! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for a 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision making. Decided to go for it, we didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Back to pass, it's Ward. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to make magic. Oh, it's out! And he coughed it up, and good thing he got it back himself. And the Hurricanes want to crank the tempo. Good presence of mind by the quarterback there to not panic when the ball went on the ground and able to get it back.
I would just like to see better ball security, Reese, from the quarterback, too. You know, you got to keep 2 hands on the ball at all times. It doesn't matter. You're looking downfield. You know you're going to have guys around you trying to swat away at the football. Got to keep 2 points of pressure at minimum on that ball, and the quarterback lucky to fall on that.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this was one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on 1 time. He gets a block. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
Get set.
Direct snap. Nice move to stay on his feet. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him. And just, you know what? Let his talent do the rest.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Uiagalelei. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Cincinnati handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Extending the play. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Touchdown, Seminoles! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Fair catch, called for and made. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play.
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
They'll leave it with him. They get him on the ground with this running game imposing its will. 6-yard gain down to the 17.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, no! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point was good. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over and move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the ball.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Fires to the wideout. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida State. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Wants to throw. It's Ward. Feeling some heat. Trying to get to it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast, and you saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
He'll bring it back. It's Holmes. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Seminoles send out the punt unit. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Pressure coming. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
Oh, and those are those where you're just looking at your hands. Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Dang it, I should have caught that. Nice play, break on the football. That could have been a house call. That could have been a game changer, but just couldn't secure the interception.
Oh, he got loose. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, opponent.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Power football with the run. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Looking to throw. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Knowles line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Slips through the line. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Miami. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits the uprights. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he takes this from inside the 5, and the returner will be brought down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
And it's on the ground. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo. Bully ball on 3rd and short. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37.
You wonder now on offense if they found something in the run game. Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going. But they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
Got a man. It's Horton. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
We've seen a lot of good hands in the back end of this defense in this game. They've got multiple interceptions. That was not a good example, though. That should have been another one, but they say people play defense for a reason.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Back to throw. It's Ward. Moving away from pressure. Unleashes one. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, Get your feet set at the sticks. Understand that quarterback's got to be rushed. Get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He'll bring it back. It's Holmes. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He wants to go deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off scheduling a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Man, what a break on the football. He read that the whole way. He just couldn't finish it. You know he saw the end zone. He saw the grass in front of him to break on that, maybe take it to the house, but just a missed opportunity.
Oh, what a move to get room. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. Give to the running back. Shakes off the tackle. And the Canes will keep this drive going.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Through the air, it's Ward. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Now he's looking to throw it. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there on first down from their own 22. Right back to the well. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. The Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Time to take a shot. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown Seminoles. And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. Fair catch, called for and made. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue!
Quarterback will audible. Back to pass, it's Ward. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
On third down, going up top. And as he throws, that pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Fires into traffic, picked off. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.